Did you know the difference between your cleaning business making money fast versus struggling for months has nothing to do with luck? The real difference is the plan you follow. And I see people make the same mistake over and over again. They spend weeks or maybe even months building a website. They design logos. They order business cards. They buy expensive equipment. Then they finally launch. But despite the logo and the website, they struggle to land clients. Then panic sets in, which leads to making bad decisions and eventually even giving up. But there are others who start with almost nothing, who land high-paying clients right away, and who build profitable cleaning businesses from day one. What's the difference? Again, it's the blueprint, or the plan they followed. And this very blueprint earned Vadim and Irina over $100,000 in just about 9 months. And they continue to grow their business and income every month. And another student of ours named Jordan says this blueprint saved her life and turned her into the business owner she always wanted to be, allowing her to care for her family how she always wanted. And if you stay with me until the end, you'll learn the same blueprint they used, as well as learn what I would do if I had to start my cleaning business over again tomorrow, starting from zero. And if after watching you want my help getting your cleaning business where you want it even faster, then I'll tell you how you can work with me personally. But for now, let's get to work. The first part of the blueprint is deciding what kind of business you're actually building, or creating your business plan. This sounds simple, but you'd be amazed how many people skip this step. They say they want to start a cleaning business, but what kind? Residential? Commercial? Post-construction? Are you planning to clean, or do you want to hire out the cleaning from day one? Or are your hiring goals somewhere in between? The point is, if you don't know what direction you're going, every decision becomes harder. It's like getting in your car without knowing the destination. You might be moving, but you're probably not making much progress. You may even be going in circles. So I always tell my students to start with the end in mind. Do you want a business that gives you an extra $5,000 a month while keeping your full-time job? That's a completely different business from someone who wants to build $1 million cleaning company with a team. Neither goal is wrong, and I can help you regardless of how small or big you want to go. But depending on your goals, the blueprint may need to be adjusted. The good news is you don't have to have everything figured out today. You just need a direction. Because once you know what success looks like for you, every decision becomes much easier. So here's your action item. Write down your goals and be as detailed as possible. How much money do you want to earn each month? Do you want to clean in the beginning or hire it out from day one? Are there certain client types you prefer? What do you want your work schedule to look like in this business? Write down the answers to those questions and anything else you can think of, and then let those goals shape your future decisions. The next part of the blueprint is client acquisition, or your sales process. And this is where most people leave tons of money on the table. So when most new cleaning business owners think about what their business will actually look like, they probably assume something like this. I'll do some marketing, I'll land some cleaning jobs, and then I'll just repeat that over and over again. And that's my business. And that could be your business, but that is not a cleaning business I would want to own. And people that do build cleaning businesses like that almost always end up getting burned out and wanting to quit. So instead of chasing cleaning jobs, chase this instead: recurring revenue relationships. In other words, you build relationships with people who either use your business on an ongoing basis or who feed you work on an ongoing basis. And this is one of the biggest mindset shifts you can make, because a one-time cleaning job might pay you $300, which sounds great in principle, but when that job is finished, you're back to zero. Now compare that to a client who pays you $300 every week. Over 1 year, that client is worth more than $15,000. Keep them for 5 years, which is very common in this industry, and now they're worth over $75,000. Same client, same house, but a completely different business. So here's the big question I'm sure you're asking. How do I find and land recurring clients like that, instead of just getting the one-time cleaning jobs? It comes down to your sales process. In other words, when someone reaches out to your business and expresses an interest in hiring you for cleaning, how you handle that request will decide what kind of business you build. So if someone says they're looking for a one-time cleaning, by all means talk to them. Learn more about their cleaning needs and see if there is a chance you can turn them into a recurring client. But if it becomes clear they are only looking for a one-time cleaning service and nothing more, then you have a decision to make. Is taking this job worth the effort to me and my business? And sometimes the answer will be yes, but quite often it will be no. And what separates the best cleaning business owners from the rest is their ability to turn down work and clients that ultimately won't get them where they want to go. Remember the business plan we talked about earlier? Each and every client or job you take should be getting you closer to the goals in that plan, not further away. Next, let's say you get a new lead and they are definitely interested in recurring services. Well, again, whether you land that client or not comes down to your sales process. Back to the example I shared earlier. It is very common for a weekly residential client to have a lifetime value of $75,000 and beyond. When I specialized in luxury residential, I even had many clients with lifetime values over $250,000. And I currently have commercial clients with lifetime values over $500,000. The point is, don't just think about today's invoice from that new client. Think about their potential lifetime value and let that drive your sales process. And after over 25 years in this industry and helping thousands of other cleaning business owners, one thing has been proved to me over and over again, and that is this. One great client or relationship can change your entire business, and just a few great clients or relationships can change your entire life. So in your sales process, focus on earning the relationship, not just getting the job, because relationships build recurring revenue, and recurring revenue builds freedom. Now let's talk about the part of the blueprint that scares a lot of new business owners, which is pricing. I know it's tempting to charge less when you're new. You think lower prices will help you get clients faster, and there's actually truth to that. But they won't be the clients you want long-term, and they certainly won't be the clients who will help you reach the goals on your business plan. This is true because cheap prices attract cheap clients, and cheap clients complain the most, cancel the most, expect the most, and appreciate your work the least. So instead of asking yourself, what's the cheapest amount I can charge? Ask yourself this: what price allows me to build a healthy business? Because remember, you're not trying to create a job. You're building a business. That business has to pay for insurance, pay for cleaners, and most important, it has to pay you as the business owner. Far too many cleaning business owners work incredibly hard only to discover there's very little money left over, or no money left over. And despite what the internet says, no, that's not normal. You as the business owner should be paid incredibly well for your hard work. Otherwise, something's wrong. And by the way, this is something I specialize in helping both new and existing cleaning business owners fix. So learn how to work with me at the link below. But regardless, build profit into your pricing from day one. You'll end up with much better clients, and your future self and your future bank account will thank you. So building a profitable cleaning business isn't complicated, provided you have a solid business plan, a sales process that leads to recurring revenue clients with high lifetime values, and pricing that creates profit. Most people make business way more complicated than it needs to be, but those three things are the very foundation of any healthy cleaning business. And if you do these things, you'll build a business designed to make money from day one, instead of a business that you simply hope will become profitable in the future. If you'd like my personal help starting your own cleaning business or scaling one you already have, then click the link below to learn more about working with me personally. I would love to help you build a business that gives you more income and more peace of mind. If you're not quite ready for that, then watch one of these videos next. And remember, more profit equals more freedom.